So, hey, good morning. Just want to hang out, talk a little bit. I'm about to start streaming, but I'm not streaming yet. And the reason for that is that my tea is still heating up. Still boiling water. Well, still waiting for water to boil. I'm, good today. I'm doing alright. I'm waking up. I'm surprisingly emotional today, which is interesting. Yeah. It might mean that I'm through a depressive bout, or that it's about to get worse. Isn't that a fun little twist? I say that I'm feeling more emotional because I have been laughing, crying at things that aren't that funny, crying at things that are sad but normally wouldn't affect me. Yeah, something's going on. It's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just different. What did I dream about last night? My dad's parents' old house on a farm. I was there visiting them, but they weren't really themselves. And for some reason, I wasn't allowed to be there. People were looking for me, not like to arrest me, just that for whatever reason, I and whoever I was with, we weren't allowed to be on the property. So these people, inspectors, business type people, they had a distinctly bureaucratic feel to them. When they arrived, I had to sneak out of their house into a waiting car to drive away. I dream about that house quite a bit. In dreams, of course, it's never quite the same as a real thing. There's a hidden basement, some secondary exits. The balcony out of the back room is rotten and almost always collapses underneath me. Yeah, but they don't live there anymore, and in all honesty, I'll probably never see that farm for the rest of my life. It's not out of the family. A cousin now lives there, I think, or owns the property anyway, but it's not like I visited much to begin with. I'm doing okay. The first bit of news I started catching on today, new news trend, is talking about how voter turnout this year is higher than expected, record-breaking even, and, it's mid-October. Which might be enough to give me a little sparkle of hope that people actually care, or at least performatively acting like they care, trying to participate in this participatory governing system, but, voting once a year or once every few years or 4 years is pretty insubstantial. And what these news stories tend to do is they breed complacency. The polls in the 2016 election talking about how Donald Trump was 15 points, 10 points, 20 points behind, never had a chance, how he was made to be this running joke, and Hillary being the only real, air quote, serious nominee of the race. Well, that made a lot of people take for granted the outcome, the result. Frankly, I think a lot of this news coverage of elections, is detrimental to the democratic process. No, I feel like that's pretty clear. And the more we talk about it, the more meta we get about it. Meta conversations about something like this wildly impact the results, for better or for worse. Now, if you tell people everything's okay, then they're going to be comfortable. They're going to be content. They're not going to do anything. If you tell people, oh God, you really got to get out and vote, things are really close, then they're more likely to feel the pressure and feel some responsibility. I mean, granted, a lot of us will still go like, my vote doesn't matter. But there's a lot of political work, intentional or otherwise, being done here. Oh, and there's the tea. All right, That's gonna keep screaming. I'm gonna start streaming, so I'm gonna cut this here. See you in a few. Till then, toodaloo.